What's up? Welcome to Small Talk, presented to you by BST Records. I'm the boss,
It's your boy Prodigy.
and we're just here. We're starting this little podcast up. Um, so on your new project, or your new single that you just released, Blank Faces.
Yeah.
One thing that I've noticed about that is you kind of like a Mac Miller kind of influence on that.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. I'm not saying I'm trying to copy his style, but he definitely plays a big part of the influence and the sound that I have. I think it's amazing that he's able to not only rap but then his jazz and Billy's flow
Most
the beat.
definitely. Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I think between Mac Miller and MGK, I got pretty good in between.
So like out of the two, I know you were a big MGK fan before Mac Miller, and then with Mac's unfortunate passing, after one of my favorite albums, Swimming. You had solid tracks on there. You had, of course, Self Care.
Oh yeah.
And you had where's some other favorite Jet Fuel.
Jet Fuel, Conversations,
2009 was that good?
2009, of course. I mean, there was so many in that album. Every song was good, and there's no two songs that sound exactly the same. There's nothing from him.
Right. So as an artist, how do you feel like? What kind of style are you trying to bring to the table?
I'd say I just kind of just bring that musician kind of aspect back into it. I'm not trying to be just another gangster rapper. I'm just trying to prove that you can live a normal lifestyle and just enjoy rap and the ability to make rhythm and poetry.
I get that. I get that.
So no, I'm not trying to be an Upchurch, and no, I'm not trying to be an Eminem. I'm trying to be a mechanic that raps.
Yeah, I get that. See, and like our styles of rap are kind of like they're total opposites. Like,
Of
I mean,
course.
don't get me wrong. I fuck with what you fuck with, and you fuck with what I fuck with. Everybody, I mean, my favorite rapper is Lil Wayne. And my second favorite is Tech Nine.
Oh yeah.
And so, like, you fuck with those artists, but they're not on your top five probably.
Yeah.
But it's all who and that's what makes us an amazing duo. Is we have these different styles, and we just clash together on a track.
It's not only that, some of our fans that didn't really grow up with us in high school, we were actually in a band together. We grew up as musicians that way. So just our mindset when it comes to music is definitely different than others might approach. So I think it's definitely something that we bring individualism into.
Right. And then collectively, as an album, I think we're making pretty good progress for where we're at.
Of course.
Like, we've got our producer, shout out Miquelius. We got King Cypher, he's doing his thing.
Always.
And of course, you've got singles coming up all the time. And I'm on my second album, second mixtape, going on my third, and working on my first album.
Yeah, of course, we're working on performing.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That's gonna be lit when we finally get on stage, man. I can't wait.
What are you looking forward to? Like the crowd, or just like putting your all into it? Like,
I think both, honestly. Like just to actually just look into the crowd and see everybody that's there to watch you perform, and just getting that 1 second of fame that you wish for.
you think you perform Blank Faces?
I think so. I think mix and mastered. I think a lot of people will actually realize and listen to the song, make it a lot more radio quality. So of course just waiting for money to come around and get it mixed and mastered, and might shoot a little music video for it.
That'd be pretty cool. So Rise of a Prodigy.
Yeah.
Mixtape currently in the works. Anything that what's your favorite track off of it so far?
Oh, I'd have to say Breathe.
Breathe.
Breathe. I put pretty much my all into at the time.
Mm-hmm. Breathe was definitely a fun track. I was there. I was helping mix and master for my degree, for my level of it, and I also did Flex, which I loved. Flex is probably one of my favorite songs by you.
That was definitely a different song. I was trying to go for that, boasting and trying to get on stage performance ready. So, how about yourself? I mean, of course you got Broke that you put a lot of emotion into. You feel like you have any kind of party songs that you can bring onto stage?
As far as what I've got released so far, I've got maybe 2 or 3. I've got off of my other mixtapes. I actually did a remix of Blake Who. Shout out Blake Who. I believe he lives in Diana. We'll have to get him on here one day maybe. He did Armed and what was it? Armed and Reckless. And I made a remix to that, and everybody flipped shit because it was my first vibe style that was officially released. I mean, we have Vibe ourselves,
Oh yeah.
and that's available on BST channel. Put a link down below. But so that's like one that I would love to perform, especially if we're on stage together.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, I've got a lot of unreleased songs coming on Versatility that I feel like a lot of people are gonna fuck with. It's not like my usual style. It's kind of chopper mixed with old school, you know, gangster type shit. But off of this album, there's gonna be a few songs like that. But then you got that Trippie Redd inspired song and that MGK inspired song. It's definitely gonna be a banger. So.
Yeah, those songs are definitely a different sound for you. I'd say it's not that chopping flow that you'd go for. So I can definitely tell you're trying to put in work in different areas of your rap game.
Mm-hmm. And see, that's pretty much the whole point of Versatility. Is why I named it Versatility, because I got a lot of rock influence in it. I got a lot of pop influence in it, and horrorcore. There's some horrorcore in there. Twisted Insane. Shout out Twisted Insane. A little reggae track that I'm working on. And Maquelius produced. Shout out Maquelius. And then just so many different genres mixed into one project. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of fan service in there.
Yeah. So I mean, in the future, what do you foresee us doing with this podcast?
This podcast, the whole reason this is to help promote ourselves, help bring music to y'all. Like a lot of people, like the main people that we are influenced by. Not a lot of people know about Tech Nine. Not a lot of people know about MGK. Well, now that the beef happened with Eminem,
yeah.
A lot of people. But I mean, it's real different. Like I wanna show everybody, you know, the beauty of hip hop, you know, the subculture of it, and you know, and in the meantime, we get to express ourselves with y'all. You know, you get to know who we are, because all we do is drop songs with a cover art, and you don't even get to see our faces. You don't know what our personalities are like. And so I just want to show the real us, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, this is what we do on a day-to-day basis. We hang out and just talk about music and shit that we like, you know? So I feel like there's definitely a future in this. We'll definitely see how the first episode goes and see what y'all think. There's going to be a lot of hate comments. Why?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's always those haters, but you know what they say about haters? That's how you know you're about to make it famous.
I got a song that I started. I don't know if I'm going to finish it, but the beginning of it goes, shout out to the haters. I'm just glad you played us. It worked out in our favor. And so I thought that was a funny line.
It is.
What do you got a lot of hate. We both got a lot of hate in high school. How did that make you feel back then as opposed to like hate now?
Well, I'd say back then it was just kind of like a weird situation for me. Like, not a lot of y'all knew that I came from, let's see, I spent my first 2 years of high school in Clear Spring, and I moved down here my junior year. And so just coming from a big city down here in, you know, little East Texas is kind of a big change. So I kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. I was that new guy. So, you know, then I started hanging out with you, and you started showing me, you know, hey, you know, I rap. And you showed me your first music video, and I mean, man. So, I mean, that's when my friendship kind of kicked off. I was like, man, you're pretty legit. So, I mean, just from there, I mean, you always told me, you know, you're going to have haters. So, I mean, it doesn't really kind of affect me. It's kind of funny.
Out of all the rappers that I helped bring up, it's crazy because, like, you still stuck by my side all these years. Like, I guess we've been closer than most of the people I've collaborated with. But that's real shit. I appreciate that. Yeah, day ones. I remember the whole reason, like, that I remember is, like, my first thought was, like, I'm gonna go, this guy's like, alright, I'm gonna go talk to him, see if he wants to hang out sometime. Fucking, it was on the band bus, actually.
Yeah.
I think we were coming back from a competition, and, like, I think I'm sitting with my friend Kel, shout out Kel Holland, doing big things. You were sitting with, so I know who it is, but I'm not gonna say his name in case he doesn't want to be on it, or be heard. And y'all are back there vaping, and I just, like, I'm looking down, and well, first I had, like, my headphones in. Something smells good. Sniffing, and I looked down and I saw, like, vape under, and I was that kid in class, in the middle of class, so I was like, damn, somebody's trying to outdo me. And so I looked back and I saw you kind of checking shit. And I was like, I see you. I think I even, like, did something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
it was so long ago. And after we got off the bus, I was like, hey bro, you want to hang out? You're like, Fuck it, I'm down. We met at the lake. We hung out at Lake Quitman. That shit was fun.
Started something great.
And
And by the way, vapes don't kill people. Black market THC tanks do.
vapes are safe. Vapes are the safest thing in the world.
Unregulated miles are what kill you.
Yeah. Don't fuck with RDAs. Fuck with tanks. RDAs, you'll burn yourself. You'll blow yourself up. Don't fuck with Juuls either. There's so many people lace the Juul pods. Like I knew somebody that had like meth in theirs. And so don't fuck with Juuls. Fuck with vapes. It's a little smart guy. Go to your local vape shop. It's probably like $45. And it's great. It's great. Don't do these either. These are bad for you. I remember you used to smoke a lot of cigarettes. I'm glad you kicked that. I'm glad you kicked that. This is not a healthy thing to do.
It was definitely a hard thing to quit. I remember when I first started smoking, I would kind of like inhale it, but like hold it in my mouth. Yeah, it was kind of be cool. Then I got to a point I was like, I wonder what would happen if I inhale. And after like a couple of times of coughing and spinning my head, I got addicted to them.
Oh, you're the one who got me on cigarettes with those damn Skylines.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the ones. But I'm not gonna say I was smoking swishers, just straight swishers.
Oh.
You remember back then?
Yeah.
I was just like, whether just a tobacco,
Just made my stomach hurt.
Now I don't do that as often. I get those BOKs. They're pretty nice. They're black and mild.
Do you remember smoking that I think it was like a Cuban whiskey dip cigar with Scotty? Shout out one of our big old friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember smoking that with him? Taking one or two puffs and
Lightheaded.
Yeah.
Lightheaded as fuck. But yeah, and like this, another thing with this podcast is like you get to see the real us. We make mistakes too. We're human, but it's all in good and fun.
It's just a pastime that we do. Even if at the end of the day that we don't make it famous,
We have fun.
Yeah, at least we're just kicking back, having fun. So if y'all want to hate on that, then that's just fine.
And we do plan on getting some other artists around here as a guest star and shit, and maybe we'll throw in some freestyles. That'd be cool. But really, it's just a good thing. I thought it was a good thing to start up. So we're almost out of time. You want to talk about any of your music? Just kind of promote yourself a little bit.
I got a couple of unreleased projects that I'm working on. I kind of have like that ADHD, just jumping from project to project. Don't really finish them, so I just got to tie up a whole bunch of loose ends. So you never know, I might have a mixtape just drop out of nowhere.
Blank Faces, link will be in the description. Yeah, that was posted a month ago?
Yeah.
Probably about a month ago. So check that out. Link will be in the bio. My most single is Why. Link will be in the bio as well. Very different. I feel like I wouldn't want to perform that because it's real emotional, but maybe sometimes it's the best ones. But check out Why. Check out Blank Faces. Check out Vibe, and just help support local artists. We gotta eat. Any last words? Final words?
Yeah, just definitely tell us what you think about the podcast, and just give us ideas of how we can make it better. Our presentation, our voices. Of course, our setting isn't the best, but we're making do with what we got. So just definitely give us a chance, and if anything, just listen to us. If our little setup isn't the best, I'll admit, but
it is what it is. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. The Boss, ProdiG, BST Records, Small Talk, episode 1.
Boss.